Today we're going to go over 10 tips for new starters in New World based on questions that keep coming up when I'm either playing the game or on various forums and Reddit. If you have any other questions, please do ask them in the comments. I will try to answer as many as I can, so let's get down to it. Number 1. There are 4 starting regions on each server. You could be placed in one of them and your friends in another. It is completely random. However, it is possible for you to switch the starting area in 2 different ways. First, you can do the initial Sole Survivor quest, but do not accept the next quest, so don't spam click the text. You can then run to any other area, which will take a while, but you can start the other quests there. You will also note on the map at this point, you can see the quest in each of the 4 regions. The other option is to complete all the tutorial missions on the beach area, then you get a quest to deliver a report to the local settlement. You should go to that settlement and complete the quest, but again, do not accept the follow-up quest. If you exit the screen at this point and go to the map, you will see that there is a quest in each of the 4 starting towns for you. This means you can now go join your friends or go to the place you'd rather level up. Unless you manage to do it at one of these points, you will be stuck in that area for quite some time. Number 2. Do not underestimate the usefulness of the compass at the top of the screen. If you're hunting for a particular item in a quest, check the map and the compass, as it might point you to the exact spot where the item or mob is you need to kill. For some quests, the icon on the compass will also vanish when you are in the correct area for killing mobs or looting chests. If you leave that quest area, it will reappear, so that's something else to pay attention to. Also, as you level up your crafting skills, the compass will point you towards particular resources. Number 3. Gathering tools. One of the earliest missions has you craft a skinning knife. However, you do not have to stop there. If you want, you can craft all the basic gathering tools. You can do this either at the camp at the watchtower where you start, or once you reach the local settlement at the workshop crafting station. There is a gathering quest that's actually easy to miss depending on starting area that introduces gathering plants. So having the option to create your own tools is handy if you miss it. Also, it can give you a head start on crafting if you don't want to wait till you get each mission. Number 4. There are various books and pages strewn all over the world that may seem like just background story elements, which may or may not be of interest to you. However, regardless of that, they provide a good chunk of XP, especially at lower levels. They're worth anywhere in the region of 60 to well over 100 XP each, so it's well worth clicking on them as you pass them. Number 5. Most areas have crates. You will not always have quests to loot them, but again, they are well worth looting. The small chests give resources, some of which will otherwise be hard to get hold of, and some of them will be of a higher tier. The large chests will always give a weapon or armor or possibly both, so again, it is well worth grabbing them, especially early game, even if you just want to salvage it for repair parts. Number 6. Items gradually take durability damage. Really early game, you will be changing items so often, it will not need to be repaired as much, unless you die a lot. The other things you might need to repair are gathering tools, and when it comes time to repair, you need repair tokens. These can easily be gathered by salvaging other weapons and armor. Again, due to the fact that early game you get so many items, it is well worth holding down the S key and left clicking on these items to salvage them and get yourself a small stockpile of repair tokens. Number 7. Inventory size increases are based on what additional bag you have equipped. The slot for this does not unlock until level 10, and there are a few ways to get your first bag. The most obvious that everyone gets access to is a mission given by the innkeeper in your home settlement. Once the town leader sends you to another settlement, they'll also suggest talking to the innkeeper, who will give you a quest, and at the end of that quest line you will get a bag that increases your encumbrance by 50. The second option is to craft the first bag, though this needs a bit more effort in leveling both crafting skills and faction. For the bag, for example, you will need tier 2 leather and also a minor rune of holding, which I have found only to be available from the faction store, and that requires 1000 faction points and 250 gold. This bag, however, increases encumbrance by 100, so it is double that of the quest bag. The final way you'll be able to get one is to buy it from the auction house that someone else has made. However, depending on the server, this could cost a small fortune, so might not be an option. Number 8. New World is a game where you can play and try anything and everything. At no point is that more so the case than the first 19 levels, as before level 20 you can respec your stats completely for free. After that it will start costing money. Weapon mastery points have a very similar system. Up to level 10 in mastery points, you can respec the points for each weapon for free. After 10, it will start costing Azoth, one of the resources you gain in the world. Number 9. Fast travel is possible in New World. It costs Azoth, and the cost varies depending on your encumbrance, so it's well worth emptying your pocket, so to speak, before you fast travel. You have to be within a town or at a portal shrine to use this ability, and you do it by bringing up the map screen and then clicking on the place you want to jump to. There are two other ways to fast travel. The first being the recall option, where you can recall to the inn which you are booked into, though you can only use this once every hour. The other option is to die, which gives you the option to spawn at your saved inn, the nearest settlement, or your camp if it is in range. Dying has no penalty other than a small item durability loss, so it's being used as a way to travel back to base after going a long distance for a mission to save running all the way back. Obviously, it's up to you if you want to use that. Number 10. Everyone in New World needs to belong to a faction. They are all on the basic level the same. What changes is that from server to server, additional bonuses will be given to those factions that control regions on the map. While factions are obviously the gateway to PvP, you do not in any way need to engage in the PvP, it is completely optional. But you can still enjoy the benefits of the faction store by doing PvE missions. Well, that's the end of the 10 tips for new starters of New World. I hope you found those helpful. If you have any other questions, as I say, do please ask them below and I shall try to answer them, and they might feature in another video. Remember to subscribe to the channel for future tips and other videos for New World, as well as other gaming news. Thanks very much for watching and have a fantastic week.